I recently got back from Cologne, Germany, where I was for the annual Gamescom gaming convention. And did you know that now E3 is dead? The Germany event is the biggest gaming convention in the entire world. Anyway, beyond scooting around Cologne far too much, I didn't fall off once, by the way. I had plenty of meetings checking out upcoming cool new games along with my buddy Kevin. And one of those was a mystery game from Sega. And, well, the title of this video probably won't keep you guessing very long. Yes, it's 2 Point Museum. It was announced just a few short weeks ago, and this is the latest entry in the ongoing 2 Point Simulation series, following on from the popular hospital-themed original and the subsequent campus follow-up. Like I said, I recently got to sit down for a hands-on early look at the PC version, and here's what I thought. As you may well have guessed, this new management sim tasks you with building and curating the ultimate museum space, managing not only what the various exhibition spaces look like, but also kind of going out on globe-trotting expeditions in the wild to find new, exciting things to kind of feature in your evolving space. It's this novel expedition mechanic which really kind of sets apart this upcoming simulation experience, kind of sets it apart from kind of what's come before. It introduces a whole new system for adding things to your museum space. You'll hire some kind of like qualified researchers and archaeologists. They'll kind of jump in a helicopter that's out the back, visit a spot on this kind of new expanding world map, and come back with new treasures for you to display. It's a creative addition to the core gameplay, and one that makes for a much more interesting way to go about adding items to your space, especially with compared to kind of typical methods of just kind of choosing things from a menu, you know? Once you have these new additions for your museum, be that like a caveman or a sweet set of dinosaur bones, for example, you'll then have to kind of like jazz up the exhibition space with various decorations, such as like signage, lighting, and more. And each thing you like choose to show in your museum will have like a buzz score. So you kind of got to ensure that your curated displays are kind of interesting enough to kind of keep people, interested in your museum. And that's kind of how you progress. Folks are paying to enter your museum, so it's kind of like your job to keep them kind of curious, entertained, and generally just satisfied about their visit. The building system in 2 Point Museum has been altered from earlier games too, and is now much more freeform in terms of where you can place things, such as like walls, partitions, flooring, and various decorative items. Creating unique gift shops, staff rooms, restrooms, and full-on exhibition spaces now has a new kind of level of freedom, which, although a small change, is actually a worthwhile one that's going to make for better buildings and more varied museum spaces. The kind of variety that we're going to see here from people is going to be much more expanded compared to like the prior two games. Generally, if you've played any of the 2 Point games before, you'll know what to expect here. This new museum-themed entry seems to have the same rock-solid gameplay that kind of came before, but with a pinch of kind of thoughtful new additions to refine things further. Of course, you'll also find the series' tongue-in-cheek humour and fun gags throughout. The addition of the aforementioned new expedition system really elevates things up a notable step here though. Now, despite being an early alpha build of the game, I came away kind of like highly impressed. It's already a polished sim experience with plenty of silly charm that looks to kind of ultimately continue the pedigree set by the prior two games in the series. I adored titles like Theme Hospital when I was younger, so to see 2 Point Studios continue to have such success with these kind of modern interpretations of the classic sim genre is lovely. I really can't wait for the final release here. 2 Point Museum is set to launch on PC, PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles. A release date is not yet known, but it's looking promising so far anyway. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want a ticket to the Museum of Overkill videos, subscribe. I don't know, you gotta make these things interesting. I failed, sorry. Bye.